Hey there friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today I want to check out the investigation trailer for Hell Is Us. And if I'm being honest, this game hasn't really been on my radar as of yet, but then I saw a few clips from this latest update and I'm pretty fascinated. I do feel like this is the type of game that could be absolutely awesome or it could be incredibly frustrating because it does look very interesting. It's got sci-fi elements. It doesn't hold your hand. It's going to be a little bit more challenging, and I hope it brings back the feeling of a game like Remnant 2 where uncovering new stuff, searching for secrets, all of that can feel really exciting and lead me to be cautious looking for the new stuff that I'm looking for while also enjoying the gameplay. That's what I'm hopeful for with this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's see what this trailer has for us today and I'll give my thoughts.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
It looks gorgeous.
I was born in that moment.
Also a bit spooky. September 4th.
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. You must continue.
Yeah, these vibes are wild.
Hi everyone, I am Jonathan Jacques Bellatet. I am the creative director and the art director on Hell Is Us here at Rogue Factor.
I like it, how
today,
spooky
I'm
it is.
super excited because we're going to show you some brand new gameplay, some new sequences, and some new tidbits
The
from the
outfit is
game
kinda wild,
that
too.
we've never shown before. Hell Is Us is a
That's
third-person
an action
action-adventure game that blends the old-school thrill of exploration and discovery with a deeply satisfying melee combat system. You're going to wield a lot of different weapons, master various skills, and strategically use your drone's abilities to
You
gain
gonna
the upper
fly
hand
with that?
in
That was
battle.
kind of crazy. Double
But
axis.
combat is only 50% of the experience. The other half of the game is all about the exploration.
This is where it sometimes can be tough for me, right? So you have games like Indiana Jones, which I think overall is a good game, but for me personally, I don't like how slow paced it is, where a lot of the stuff that you do in the game is more exploration, uncovering, investigation, and stuff like that. I'm more of an action-oriented type of player, so if they find the right balance, then I'm locked in. If it doesn't find the right balance, it can lose me pretty quickly, and that's why I'm checking out more Hell Is Us information, because I want to see if this game is going to be for me or not.
The discovery, the joy that's related to them, and how they play a central role in your journey.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located? It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here.
It looks really good,
So
honestly.
you play as Remy,
I'm
and
impressed
you're
by
returning
that.
to the country you were born
This is a random-ass
in. The country's
cow.
called Hadia, and search for answers, but only to find that the land is torn apart by a vicious civil
No
war.
quest markers.
With only a few pieces of information to start with.
Again,
you
that
have to
can be incredibly
investigate and uncover
frustrating
the truth about your
if
past
you're
and figure out where to go
someone
next.
who needs a
But
handhold.
unlike traditional games, Hell Is Us doesn't rely on quest markers
There
or
it
a
is.
guided path. There's no magical compass pointing you in the right direction, and there's no quest journal with, the shopping list of everything that you need to do and in which order. But instead, our player
I love
plattering
that
approach,
freedom, by the way.
encourages you to follow your own instincts, discover clues organically, and chart your own course through the adventure.
So
This sequence, we just
I am a big fan of that, of being like it's both a little bit frustrating if you miss something that's important and you have to backtrack quite a bit of gameplay in order to find it, but it's also exciting knowing that every adventure could feel quite a bit different, and also that you are naturally uncovering stuff and you're not like pushed from one narrative to the next. Stories like this can feel a little bit janky if they're not done well, so I'll be very curious to see how this all plays out.
At a village called Jova. This is the village where Remy was born. He remembers that. He also remembers one more clue, which is his father was the blacksmith of Jova. So these are kind of like the earliest clues that you have in the game in order to decide what to do, where to go, who to talk to, and how to chart your own path into trying to find your parents.
Kind of feels Death Stranding-ish, like with the way that
Hey,
discovery
How are you?
and NPCs and stuff are handled.
I've been hiding here since the attack on Jova, when the bombs fell from the sky. I was playing in the treehouse with my baby brother. parents ran out and screamed at us to get down. My baby brother ran to them. That's when the bomb exploded.
So, I'm looking for the blacksmith. Do you know where he is?
I don't know him very well. I think he doesn't like kids much. I saw some villagers leaving with the, ON peacekeepers on their white trucks. Maybe he went with them.
Hey, did you see where the white trucks went?
Investigating a little child is kind of crazy.
They took the road that turns behind the hill with the ancient monuments. We can see them from here.
Just gonna leave the child there, by the way? That's kind of nuts. We get an iPad? So this is kind of like a Pip-Boy, where you keep track of all your information. I like how this kind of draws from a lot of different games, like the inspiration of them, and then
so as you saw, we just learned that the blacksmith
its own thing.
Probably left with one of the humanitarian convoys from the Organized Nations, which are the peacekeeping forces stationed in the country. We've also found a map that appears to show a route coming out of the Akasa marshes. So we'll stop here for now. We've gathered a few clues. We have a bit of an idea where to go next for our investigation. We've shown you how things work a little bit and how you can connect the dots. But, you know, I want you guys to discover it for yourself when the game comes out in September.
Yeah, that's exciting. Give us some combat
In this
now.
section, we're stepping away from the
I like how
main
you have like a
investigation
medieval
to
sword.
explore the many hidden secrets and side investigations scattered throughout Hadia. You can complete the game without ever uncovering them. But if you're curious and observant, you might just stumble upon some incredible discoveries.
I think that's pretty cool.
Our core philosophy is simple. If your instinct tells you there's something to do, then there probably is. The footage you're seeing now showcases just a few of the many secrets woven into Hell Is Us. These are playful examples of how the game handles secondary investigations, but they perfectly illustrate our approach.
There's a random violin playing person over here.
I'm only permitted to play Sabinian classics, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I only happen to know one of their dreadful compositions.
That's a funny excuse, so only play one song.
There are countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered. If you trust your instincts, you'll find yourself solving some truly fascinating mysteries along the way. Now,
I wonder what the
when we talk
rewards
about
are for
player
completing this
clattering,
stuff.
it doesn't mean you'll constantly need to overthink every step to progress. Many elements will be clear and intuitive, as our belief is that you actually don't need quest markers to navigate and advance in the adventure.
This could be a big step
That being
forward for
said,
games
those who love
to
the
not
challenge,
rely on it.
Some of these deeper secrets will require keen observation and deduction to be uncovered. Good luck.
That's kind of sick. I do, again, less action oriented, but I do
Take
kind of
another
like
look at the
this.
sequences we've just shown in this video and share with us your first ideas on how to solve this last secret. Let's see who can connect the dots first.
I rationed his milk as long as possible, but ran out yesterday. Poor Uli is starving. I don't know how I can possibly get any more.
I wonder if you're going
Thank
to
you
fill the
all
baby
so,
bottles. You
so
saw the
much for
cow in
tuning
the first
We hope you enjoyed this new
part
look
of
at
the
Hell Is
game.
Us.
You can get some milk.
We're so passionate about our game and we've worked so hard on it. The game launches on September 4, 2025 on PlayStation 5. See you soon for more exciting news.
The background of the game, the animations of the NPCs, all of that looks excellent. The combat, from what we've seen so far, I think looks pretty solid. The investigations, I think, are going to be quite insane. But, again, how they strike the balance between investigation versus actual combat, I think will be very interesting. You can see here in the combat, it looks like there's a lot of different skills. There's a little wheel on the right, like not a wheel, but like 4 slots on the right and then 4 slots on the left. Presumably with different abilities or items or weapons, whatever the case may be. And hopefully there is some variety in combat with the different weapons, because we did see a sword, we saw the dual wield axes, we saw this big halberd right here as well. I like that it's melee focused. There's not guns, so I think that is going to be interesting, not having as much range weapons. I don't know if there's going to be bosses and the like. I would imagine so. But yeah, this is a fascinating game, and one that's definitely something different from what I normally cover, what I normally play. But I also wanted to bring attention to this one just because I do feel like it's one of the more unique options out there. It's got a lot of elements from other titles that I think sew together a game that can be tremendous if they pull it off correctly. And I think the vibes are such that I definitely want to check it out at some point in the future. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video as always, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.